Spence Lewis here for the APC United Late Model Series presented by Grisdale Racing Products. Post-race of the Meineke 100, round number 2 of the tour, with our 10th place finisher here tonight, prime time Josh Stade. And Josh, I feel as though this is one of those cases where the results don't really show everything that happened. I mean, you raced your way into the top 4 on this racetrack.
Yep.
Your first time here. It really, this performance had to surpass any expectations that you guys had entering this event.
Yeah, for sure. Coming into this event, like Flamboro, like people call it Flamboro, I didn't really know what to expect. I actually thought the class was going to be a little dirtier tonight, but we stayed green. Like the first green flag drop, we were 37 laps, green flag racing, and that's fantastic. That's what fans want to see, and that's what us drivers want to see. We don't want to be seeing cars going home tore up and shit. So.
What was your strategy coming into this event? I mean, to learn a track in just 2 practice sessions is it's a tall order. I mean, it's not easy to do. So when you were getting ready to sort of roll out, what were you thinking? What was your plan for the 100-lap event?
Just drive it. Just try it. Like we had talked before, all these guys saying they're going to conserve and all that. Well, you get freight trained to the outside. You pretty well, if you get a chance to go on the inside, you're driving it because you don't want that guy on the outside to get in on you. You just need every position you can get, and the only way to do that is by following on the bottom. So back to the same old thing. Like when we were racing at Sunset and trying to do well there, we were following the veterans. You know, you look at Baker and stuff like that. But we come here, you look at Dale Shaw, a young guy. He can get around here, and Steve Lakey, and he gets around here, and those guys, they travel track to track and they do a lot of different racing like we're starting to do. So yeah, you just see how you can adapt to what they're doing, or if you can pick up on anything they're doing.
I mean, your limited late model program has been top flight for a long time, but this pro late model program in a lot of ways has just been built from the ground up. It's brand new. It's a new car. It's a new setup. It's a new program with you touring around Ontario. Are you happy so far with the way the first 2 events have gone?
100%. We haven't qualified the greatest, but we haven't gone backwards by any means. I mean, we qualified 15th at Sunset. We finished 13th. We were up as far as 7th, passing for 7th. Tonight we were as far back as 19th, and at one point we were up to 4th on the bumper of the 3rd place guy. So we just got stuck on the outside, and we had a left front tire actually going down. I was starting to hit bottom, and not even, like, right when we rolled off the track, we were sitting on the rim on the tire. So I was lucky to finish the race in even 10th and not put it into the wall. So
you remarked earlier today off camera about how empty your notepad was for Flamboro. That you didn't really know what to expect. Were you able to thicken up that notepad today? Because we got to come back here once more on Canada Day. Are you going to have a few more bullets in the chamber for the July event?
Yeah, I hope so. A lot of what I learned today was really great, and that was in the race itself. Like where these guys were picking up the throttles, it comes back to that comfort thing. How far can you actually throw your car in without it skating away on you? And I've thrown my limited late into some corners pretty deep before, and I've had her gone on me. But like opening night at Sunset, we threw it in pretty hard for about 3 laps, and it stuck. And I'm actually utilizing a lot of what I'm learning on the pro late. I'm putting back into my limited late program, and it's helping me phenomenal. As much as we're running hard, we're still saving brakes and saving tires and stuff like that. So I'm really adapting to the pro late. I think the fact that we just ran 2 back-to-back, or well, within 2 weeks, that's helped our program huge. But yeah, a lot of it's seat time, testing. We're up at the beach testing all the time, and just what can we learn, what can we do.
So now, when you got to get ready to go to Delaware, I mean, I guess will testing at Sauble teach you a lot about what you need? I mean, because Delaware is so different from Sauble.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can do at Sauble to sort of test and get ready for the big straightaways and the sweeper corners and everything else that Delaware has?
I think the biggest thing when you're testing is you're testing to see, is the car going to turn? If it's not going to turn at a track like Sauble or Flamboro, if your car's not going to turn at Flamboro, why is it going to turn at Delaware? You know, Delaware I think is fairly flat, concrete corners. I think I don't really have a lot of experience at Delaware. I didn't have a lot of experience at Flamboro, but we are young and we're adapting. We got a lot of great crew guys, you know, camping out with us, and we had 12 guys show up today helping. So I mean, everything we're doing is not going miss. Like, these guys are phenomenal, and we're adapting as a young team. Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you get to go to a bunch of tracks that you've never been to before, is that really one of the things that caught your interest in this tour in the first place?
Yeah. I wanted to race some different tracks. I am really looking forward to Delaware because it's kind of like the Sunset deal. It's hyped up. It's the track, or it's all about the show and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited to go there, turn some laps. When it comes to these different tracks, I mean, all you're doing, whether you do well or not, you are learning, and it's only going to help your driving better. And that kind of brings me back to last summer. I was sitting around the fire with Baker, and I said, you know, you got a ton of experience, and you're the guy. Like, everyone watch for 48. Like, he's always quick. It doesn't matter where he goes. Blah blah blah. So I asked him what the secret was. He said, Josh, it doesn't matter what race it is, what you're doing. Just go run it. Go run laps. He's like, seat time, just do it. He's like, when I first got going, I was racing every race. It didn't matter where it was. Sometimes 3-4 times a week. And I mean, obviously that's paid off. So everything we are doing it's gonna help us in the long run.
Show some love to the people that made all this happen for you.
Oh yeah, I gotta thank my dad. He sticks by my side, and he pretty well does whatever he can to support me. Like, he's given me unreal opportunities. Like, my parents, like, they just behind us 100%, and they love it. They live for a night like tonight, you know. The racing's half of it, but you can sit around the campfire, have a few drinks, talk to some people. I mean, that's what it's all about. I gotta thank my crew. They're the reason we're doing this. I mean, we can't do it. You can't show up to the track with 2 guys or 3 guys and think it's gonna go well. I mean, it's the work in the week. It's everything. And a lot of these guys are dropping. They're taking days off work to come do it, and they want to. We're not asking them to, but they're dedicated just like us. They want to do it. Brian McDonald, like, he's behind us 100%. Just great guy. He's taking a liking to us, and we get along. He's teaching me stuff. He's a little motivator. And of course, my sponsors. You can't do it without support. You gotta buy tires. You gotta buy fuel. So with the Pro Late, we have phenomenal support. I picked up a sponsor in Pennsylvania. Flow Enterprises are fantastic. Came on board this year. I got Upper Canada title out of Burlington here. He was here tonight watching us. Richard, he was a really good guy. MEI Paving, APC Auto Parts, Upper Canada title, Tire Master, Nickel Insurance, Kunkel Bus Lines, Ken's Truck Painting. I mean, we got a phenomenal amount of support, and my family, my sisters, my girlfriend, everyone. My girlfriend does a phenomenal job when it comes to the promotional stuff. She does the barbecue, she does the write-ups, the weekly notebook. She just, whatever it takes, she's making us dinners or lunches, and she's really good. I can't do it without her, for sure. So just everyone that comes together and makes it happen.
I appreciate the time, my man. And another strong finish on this tour. It's exactly what this team needs, and we'll check back in with you at Delaware and see if you can keep the momentum rolling.
And we're going to check back in with you at Delaware when
for
we do
flatbed racing.
Flatbed racing.
Here you go.
Stay tuned for episode 2.
I'm excited. Prime time, Josh Stade here after a top 10 finish at Flamboro.
Thanks.